Hey YouTube, it's Justin from Team Misplay here, and I'm going to be talking about what's hot and what's not in the September 2011 format. So first up, the hot list. Starting off, we got Twilight. Twilight became hot when we got 2 Necro Gardenas, JD went to 3, and Blackluster Soldier came off the ban list. Next, Starlight Road. Why? Because of Heavy Storm coming back. Also, people are going to be running a lot of things that already destroy a lot of stuff. This will be good protection and a free Stardust. And in conjunction with that, Heavy Storm and Triple MST, so there's going to be a lot of back row hate as it is, and people setting 1 or 2 cards. Those cards are probably going to be gone most of the time unless you can find a way to protect it. Next, Zombies. Zombies got 2 new cards in Blue-Blooded Oni and in Pain Painter. Pain Painter is a substitute Plague Spreader, and Blue-Blooded Oni lets you pull off a material from one of your Ixies monsters to special summon a level 4 lower zombie monster from your grave. So you can do crazy shenanigans with Utopia and stack a Goblin Zombie on it, get a Blue-Blooded Oni out, pull off that Goblin Zombie, get a search, and special summon a monster from your graveyard, plussing across the board. Ultimate Offering Gadgets, I mean, that was already good in Japan. It's just going to be good here. Now, we're just waiting on the rest of the Ixies monsters to come out. Next up is Destiny Draw Absolute Zero. Destiny Draw coming back to 2 was a really big boost for hero decks, and especially with the Absolute Zero builds, it's going to be crazy. Lots of draw power. And obviously Angels just won World. Obviously Worlds is a different meta, but Angels weren't really hit at all. They lost, you know, a Christia from the last ban list, but it's not really a big deal. Next up is the not list. Obviously, the first thing, 6 Sams and Plants. 6 Sams only have 1 Shien now. They only have 1 Smoke Signal. So they have 1 Smoke Signal, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Gateway and 1 Shien. It's going to really have to do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Gymnastics to become a more competitive deck.
But some people say that since Call is going to be back at 2, it might be more consistent.
Might be more consistent with Call back at 2. That was Brennan.
Maybe.
Brennan on the camera. Plants. I mean, this thing got taken to the Weed Whacker on the ban list. Lone Fire gone. Debris. No, Lone Fire at 1. Debris at 1. Avarice at 1. Formula at 1. It's going to be really hard. People say Tour Guide Plants, maybe go to the Junk and Doppel way of using plants. We'll see how that goes. But right now, the plants build that we know and love are gone. Monarchs and Fish OTK. Fishborg's gone. Fishborg was used to create Formula Synchron and Monarchs. You could ditch a dead card, get a new draw, and obviously Fish OTK, you just get Deep Sea King Coelacanth on the field. Crazy shenanigans.
And Formula is only at 1, so
yeah,
that really hurt Monarchs as well.
Alright, and also not hot, Psychics. They lost Mind Master. Psychics were going to get a really big, good push in the next set, Photon Shockwave, with some of the Gusto monsters also being Psychics. But without Mind Master to really pick and choose what Psychic monsters you bring out to your deck, it's just not going to be as explosive. It might be consistent if you can work your way around it, but it's just not going to be as explosive as it was. Now, here's some stuff that can go either way. With normal decks, having Birthright, Swinging Memories, triple Mirror Force and Justy Break, and in the next set, Photon Shockwave Rescue Rabbit coming out, they could get a big plus, or it could just be something that's a fun deck that people toss around here and there. Also, Flamvels. Flamvels have one of the best flooding cards in Rekindling. They can go massive Synchro Summon, massive Ixie Summon. It's pretty much now a toolbox with the Rekindling play. And things that could go under the radar, with Gravity Bind now at 3, burn decks could be really good, because now they have a way to consistently protect their monsters and consistently keep their life points up while their opponents try to get rid of the Gravity Bind, and they can set up to just go burn, chain burn, Lava Golem
and
burn.
Swords Revealing Light at 2 as well. That's more stall power for burn decks.
And then Karakuris, but not just so much Karakuris, but really OTK, FTK decks. With Heavy Storm and Triple MST, people won't be setting as much, so that these decks can go off without fear of being stopped by warnings, and Oppression's gone. So there's if you can mass special summon, you don't ever have to worry about Oppression anymore. That's pretty much it for the what's hot and what's not in the September 2011 ban list. If you have any ideas for what you think is hot or not, or disagree or agree with what we have to say, leave it in the comments section below. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, Subscribe to the channel. Thanks, YouTube.